about traveling. So I want to ask you a question. Tell me about your must-have items for traveling. So the first thing that you pack when decide and when plan to travel.
Is I can say that's exactly my mobile phone. Yeah, you know, it's my it's worth everything to me. I can use at um, method to keep connect to my family and friends, and I can use it is at a map, or I can store the um, important uh, uh, important paper by take photo of my paper. Yeah.
Yeah, like document, you mean some
Document identify
ID.
document.
Yeah,
I
of course.
Yeah, and
Identifications, yeah, of course, or
yeah,
ID, just
yeah,
IDs.
and
Yeah.
everything I can do with my phone, like I can work, or yeah,
Yeah.
I take
Yeah.
picture for the trip. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course, I know. So, and no matter, so after, yeah, of course, that you need, it's something that you needed. So the first thing that you put in your actually pack, so of course, is your phone. But after that, so some personal things, I want to know that what do you normally have, depending on actually your trip. If it's, for example, international or I don't know, something like a short trip. So what do you have with yourself normally?
Mm, Normally is my is oh last word the stuff. Um, in my pocket, that was my jacket, my makeup bag, or
Course. Of course.
and yeah, everything for a girl. Yeah, like sunscreen or something like that.
Yeah, of course. So the first thing, yeah, because I have it, and I normally pack my makeup because I need it. We don't wear makeup, but it's something like for my confidence, I do it. So okay, I need all them.
Yeah.
And well, so about and if you, for example, if you want to go on an outing, a short trip, you know the meaning of outing, that is a few hours, for example, out of city or something like suburb, like camping, so just a few hours. So if you want to go on an outing, what do you have with yourself? So for example, if you have clothes or no, if you have, for example, toiletries, I don't know, something like soap and everything or product that you use for cleaning your skin or something like, or I don't know, what do you have with yourself for short trip?
Um, for a short time, um, uh, I want to be freedom. So I just take my phone and a bottle of water. Just that's all.
Perfect. Yeah, of course. Well, and when you want to travel abroad, another country, do you pack heavy, just, a lot of things, or
Oh,
no, you would
yeah.
prefer to travel light?
Is in the past is a very difficult thing for me to decide. That I want to make sure that I can bring everything for my need. Uh, to be to go abroad. That's on yeah, toiletry and everything. That and shoe, many kinds of shoe. Yeah, but nowadays thing is different. I
Yeah,
want to make myself freedom, so
free.
I don't like to bring very heavy bag for the trip because it makes me so tired, and I
Yeah,
want to take care good of my children. So I just bring some needed item,
some
and
essentials, of
you know,
course.
if you go by the airplane,
Yeah,
so it will be the limit of the weight you can bring to the plane. So I just follow the rules and just bring the needed item.
Yeah,
But
of course.
besides that, if I travel to the US, I can buy the other thing in the store, and
Yeah.
I can bring
Of
it up
course.
from the US to Vietnam.
Yes.
So it's very
This one is
convenient,
good.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, this one is really good. Yeah, but here, that was really good answer. Just, when you want to talk about your habits that because you said that in the past, first of all, you can say pack heavy. I used to pack.
Yeah.
I used to
I
pack
used to pack heavy.
heavy, but now, of course, I would prefer to travel light. Like, not a lot of items, just essentials and, something that I really need. Yeah, of course, you can purchase, you can pick up everything you need. So when you
Yeah.
travel, and it's really good, and new experience because you can, for example, if I travel to your country, of course, I will buy some, I don't know, some things related to your culture. So why
Yeah.
not?
Right.
Right? Of course,
Yeah.
I all the
And
time said, I
we need to save the weight
yeah, of
for
course.
to buy everything new.
Yeah, of course. And you have time to, like, for example, to shop around, to take a tour in city, and of course to buy new things from different but of course I say this, but it's not because I all the time I say, okay, this time I won't take anything. But again, I take a lot of things, I pack a lot of things, and I don't
Oh,
use
yeah.
every time. I don't use any of them, but I don't know. It's like I am in the habit of, I can say, I in the habit of packing heavy, I think. Well, so as you can guess, we're going to talk about travel tips, so what you need. So the first one, toiletries, so you know that. So everything that we need to take, because for example, like cleaning products and everything that you use for cleaning yourself. So it can be toothbrush, toothpaste, so something like essentials, okay? Shampoo or like this. So do we have them actually? Yeah, not all them,
We
but
need it.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course, of course. So, and solid toiletries are very convenient for traveling. You can have some bottles, for example, bottles of shampoo, and you can have your bag, so it's okay. Well, and this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course. So this one that you need to, of course, have when you travel somewhere, of course, you need to have your destination's money. So destination's country's money, so that is currency. So of course, you need to exchange. Yeah, but do you have a large amount of money? For example, I want to know if you exchange a large amount of money when traveling somewhere.
yeah. I don't have. I don't use to change the current foreign currency at the airport because the uh, uh, the exchange rate is not good at the airport. So
Yeah,
I usually um, make it done in my country. Yeah. Mm,
yeah,
yeah, I prepare it in my country and bring it to the destination.
yeah,
And but just a little of currency. I have I used to keep my credit card. Yeah, some
yeah, of
some
course.
some credit card so I can use it anywhere and
Yeah.
it's safer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, of course. So actually having a large amount of cash is not a good idea. So especially nowadays, I think we don't need it. But there's another question here. I want to ask you that if I travel to your country, uh, need to, for example, buy or for example do some shopping with US dollars or no, just with, I don't know your currency, so it's Vietnam dollar or something like, yeah, of course, Vietnam. Okay, so I need to have definitely Vietnam dollar or no, I can do, for example, shopping with US dollar in your country.
In just some places they accept US dollar, but in Vietnam we use Vietnam dong.
Yeah, of course, got it. Well, so another thing, so of course we need to actually have money. That is the most important. But as you said, yeah, it's better to lose your money than lose your phone. Because when you have your phone, you can have your money, so it's okay. So really,
Yeah, right.
yeah, if you actually it was a condition, and if you lost one thing, your wallet and your passport, your phone, which one would yeah, which one would you prefer?
uh, uh, you mean that I just need to bring one item?
Of course, for example, it was a situation and condition that you lost one of, you could have just one of, you lost two of them and you actually had a chance to have one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so your passport or phone or so money, we can say cash.
If I go abroad, the important thing that I want to keep is my passport, of course.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So that I can come back to my origin country and
Yeah, of
make
course.
everything done.
Yeah, of course. So here with, yeah, it's really difficult to actually choose between phone and passport because, yeah, of course, if you, I don't know, lose your passport somewhere, so it's okay. Maybe you can do something. I don't know, but if you lose your phone, I don't know. It's really difficult. So both of them are really essential, I think, both
Yeah,
of them.
it's very difficult to
Yeah, of course.
to choose. Yeah.
Maybe you need to stay. Yeah, you need to stay, but at your destination in your destination country. But the good point here is that nowadays in modern world, you can do everything with technology. So it's okay, I think. So no maybe problem
Yeah.
you will have if you lose everything. So, but I think maybe a bit difficulties. Okay, local custom. Tell me about your local custom. I want to know that, for example, the first thing that I need to know about your traditions, your custom when traveling to a country. What should I do? What shouldn't I do?
Yeah. In Vietnam, we have three main part of the country. That is the middle of the Vietnam, the south, and the north. So every places it have a different local custom. So you just keep acquainted with the local custom. Yeah, I
Ah,
don't think it's very difficult to be followed.
yeah. So, for example, tell me, do you think we need to know before traveling somewhere, we need to know and we need to be familiar with and that actually that country's customs and traditions so that actually we avoid some misunderstanding?
Misunderstanding.
Yeah,
Uh,
because normally, for example, I don't know, the easiest one and the simplest example here is to greet, how to greet. For example, different countries, people have different methods for greeting each other. And so here, if you don't know, some people, I don't know, just wave hands, some countries shake hands, some countries cheek, for example, kiss on cheeks. So I want to know that, so what do you think we need to know before traveling? For example, you want to travel to my country, so you need to know a bit about my culture so that actually you don't make mistake, or for example, I don't know, you won't misunderstand when traveling and when talking to people, when communicating.
For me, as I am Vietnamese. So if I travel to the north, the other places of Vietnam, so I just do the same that people do. Yeah, if they shake hand, we will shake hand with them. Or but I think you have everything you need to do is just smile.
Yeah, of course, that's really important because you have the same thing. It's really important to smile when seeing people, especially and everywhere, especially in public places. That's really important. Yeah. Well, so I think we have a good idiom here. It's not. It says, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So,
Yeah,
of course,
exactly.
you know it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's really important to actually be adopted and to adopt yourself, you know, to the customs of the people actually who are in the certain place, or for example, who you meet, who you travel to their country. So that's really important. Yeah. When in Rome, do as Romans do. So why not? Well, okay. But tell me about the best season for traveling to Vietnam. So what is the best season, best time?
If you live in the Europe or the United States, I think the weather is too cool. But so if you travel to Vietnam in this season, is summer. It's very very hot here. The temperature is reached to the uh, or 90 F degree.
Oh, Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a good idea to travel to Vietnam in summer, but it depends to the time of the year. If you have to um, arrange, if you arrange the time, so um, but I think it's a good idea if you travel in summer because we have so many festival in spring. You know, it is our tech holiday, so uh, we have a variety of activity to do.
Yeah, of course. So, like outdoor activities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, outdoor and indoor activity, but it's I think it's special, and some tourists love the tax holiday in Vietnam.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course, I heard about it, especially about lucky money because you know,
Yes, you can
Sure.
receive lucky money and see the lion parade on the street, or you can wear áo dài to take a picture in the landscape.
So
You go
that is your special. I want to know. It's like your special kind of clothes that you normally wear, because I think I saw a photo, a slime dress.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
of course, it's really
Is it called áo
beautiful.
dài?
Yeah, it's really beautiful. And yeah, I saw some photos from people who actually was who were wearing this ai.
Yeah, áo dài.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it
yes,
was
that's
really
right.
beautiful.
Áo
Yeah,
dài.
it was really beautiful. Well, so we have now we have one peak season, we have off season, and
Off
we
season.
have shoulder season. Shoulder season is the season between peak and off season. As you know, peak season when actually maybe the best time and maybe the most crowded time to travel somewhere, that is peak season. So a lot of tourists visit a country. And after that, we have off season. No one actually is something like people don't tend to visit the places this season. For example, as you said, it can be summer because it's too hot. So tourists
Right.
don't prefer. And shoulder is between. For example,
Yeah.
if a places, peak season is summer, and its off season is winter, then shoulder season can be, for example, spring and fall. So yeah, it's like, and let me ask another question. So when actually traveling somewhere, so do you prefer to visit crowded places, a lot of tourists go, or no? You would prefer to actually stay out of a crowd. So
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't like to go to the crowded places. So I will choose the shoulder season to travel. Uh, I can arrange my time. My work is flexible, so I will choose the suitable time to travel. Yeah,
yeah.
shoulder season is the good idea.
Yeah, of course. And so you would prefer to maybe to go to less visited or to more visited places. For example, I don't know, this place is a tourist attraction, so a lot of tourists go and visit. Oh, you say, no, I'm not actually the one for this crowd. So I would prefer to get off the beaten track. So it's something like to go to less visited places. Or no, you say, no, I like to go to really crowded places with a lot of tourists. Which one?
Um, so if I go abroad, I will visit the famous places. Yeah, everything is known that places. So I want to visit uh, that places. But
Yeah,
if I travel in Vietnam in my local country, so I would choose less crowded places to
yeah.
visit. That will be a peace places like a larger beach or
Ah,
in the forest or river or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
to enjoy with my close friends or family. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
right. So we have, you know that tourist attractions, but there are another ways to say to visit tourist attractions. Of course, you can say visit tourist attractions, but
Tourist.
you can also say, for example, I like to take in the sites to visit tourist attractions. Exactly the same. Or of course, you know that to go sightseeing or to soak up the sights. Yeah, you can say that means to go sightseeing. Yeah, like tourist attractions. And you said that yes. So when traveling abroad, yeah, you would prefer to visit tourist attractions to go and then sightseeing. And no matter if they're crowded or, for example, no. So, but when traveling, actually in the country, inside a country, like for example, the other city or I don't know state, so it's better to travel and visit places that you were maybe less tourists visit, so that actually it's not too something like be involved this crowd. So you can use this idiom when you get off the beaten track. It means to go to less visited places. Few tourists go. Not really crowded. And of course, because you would prefer to get away from the crowd. That is to escape, to escape the tourist. Especially when it's peak season, so everywhere full of tourists from different countries, so it's really difficult to, especially when I'm talking about your country, your own country, when actually it's peak season and a lot of people from different countries visit your country, so it's really difficult to feel free, so you need to get away from the crowds. Well, okay. And tell me, travel sick. So have you experienced travel sickness? So it's like, because some people have issues, especially traveling by car, so, or plane. So it's something like feel like vomiting, or I don't know, feeling like you want to vomit. So have you ever experienced, or no, you don't have it?
Actually, I love travel, and I've never been in that situation before.
That's really good.
I've seen many people have this travel sick, but
Travel sickness.
yeah.
If you are travel sick, it means you have travel sickness. This is noun for it.
Sickness.
Yeah, travels. Yeah, of course, the experience travel sickness, but it's good. Luckily, you haven't been. Yeah, that's really good. Travel sick before. Well, so perfect. And so we have some words and we discussed them. And now, travel light. Yeah, you know that the opposite of this phrase is to pack heavy. So yeah, it's better to travel light. Why not? So that you have more actually options to buy then. Well, okay. Just let me ask you if you have any questions related to these phrases, words.
I got it. Yeah.
Oh, of course you did. Well, and now this structure, avoid and gerund, but we have another structure that can be used, not only avoid. So how to use avoid in sentences? So the first use of avoid, you can avoid something, not to do, prevent, okay? So to prevent something bad from happening is avoid. So you can avoid something. For example, you can say, I need to find a way to avoid similar problems in future. So here I have a noun or a noun phrase. So the first form of it is avoid something that is noun or noun phrase. Consists of maybe two nouns. So for example, I need to find a way to avoid what? For example, similar problems in future at my work, for example. So as you can see similar problems. Okay, what is this? Similar problems is a noun phrase that I can use. So this is the first structure that you can use. And of course, something that you can see here, avoid doing something. So after avoid, if you want to use a verb, you need to use gerund or ing form. So for example, I don't know, avoid repeating something too much. Okay, so avoid and gerund, that is ing form of verb, another one, so you can use it easily. And you know, avoid somebody or something. For example, she kept avoiding my eyes. Avoiding my eyes, it means avoided looking at me. Yeah, when I say she avoided my eyes, it means just, you know, avoided looking at me. So you can use this way. Okay, so if you want to use verb, gerund, and of course you can use avoid doing something that's really easy to use it. Okay, for example, I try to avoid, I don't know, paying this tax like this. Okay, so like this. And here I have another example. For example, she kept avoiding my eyes. Avoided looking at me. For example, at the meeting, it was really annoying because at a meeting, she kept avoiding my eyes and it was not really good. So you can say, so, or she has been avoiding me all week. Me. So here we have an object pronoun after. She has been avoiding me all week. Just, you know, like ignored me. Okay, avoiding me. So you can use this. Well, so we have different structures. First, you can use avoid and a noun. You can use avoid doing something. So that is the same as we have. And we can avoid somebody, okay, or something. When I say, for example, she kept avoiding my eyes, avoided looking at me. So somebody, something, and of course, gerund that we have it. Is it clear?
Yeah, that's I got
Okay,
it.
so could you make 3 sentences?
Um, when travel, remember to avoid wearing high heel shoe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when, first of all, when traveling, so, you know, after when, you need to use ing. When traveling, okay, I remember, would you say again, please? I remember.
Um, when traveling, remember avoiding. Remember to avoid wearing high heel shoe.
Okay, high heels. Just you can say high heels. Okay, just it's okay because people can understand when say high heels, it's okay. Yeah, you don't need to say shoes. So of course, yeah. But remember, it's extra here, I think. So when traveling, avoid wearing high heels. This one is better. This version is better. Of course, what you said was understandable, but you know, if you want to find a fluent, a clear version, this one is better. You can say just, you know, when traveling, avoid wearing high heels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Make
I
it
do.
short and simple. Yeah, I know.
Of course, because you know, I'm trying to tell you that it's this is the first maybe lesson of learning English. Avoid translating your language to English so that it will be easy. But of course, you know that just make it simple, clear. So this way it will because it will be difficult for you if you try to translate word by word because of differences. So this way is better. And for example, you can say, so this one, avoid and gerund, and avoid and a noun.
Avoid and now. For example, when you meet a strange people, avoid um, sitting too close to them.
Yeah, yeah. When, for example, yes. Yeah, when seeing some strange, maybe abnormal, unusual, strange, maybe abnormal, you mean? Yeah, maybe foreign, maybe strangers. Stranger, a good one. When seeing strangers, I avoid, okay, sitting next to them or close to them. That's good. But here, sitting again is verb. I say noun, for example, I avoid fast food.
Yeah.
I avoid eating fast food, but I avoid it, yeah? So you can use a noun. Or you can say, for example, someone. By studying at home, I actually avoid all contact with strangers. Like, I stay home, so I avoid all contact with strangers. So again, you can use it, avoid something or someone, and you can use as a noun, okay? I avoid, for example, similar methods when working, when teaching, when, for example, playing, okay? So similar methods, so this is noun, okay? And can you make another sentence?
Mm, when driving, avoid um, avoid drinking alcohol.
Avoid alcohol.
That's just a
Yeah,
rubbish.
it's okay. Just you can say omit drinking and say avoid alcohol. Of course. Avoid alcohol. Yeah, of course you can say this is noun. Avoid drinking alcohol. Again, the same, but here we have, here we have gerund. So you can say yes. For example, you can say, I avoided my colleague the whole meeting. I avoided. It means just, I ignored him. Okay, so I avoided. I avoided all people, okay, when studying in library. So like means I ignore. So you can use this way. Okay, and now, what do they always take on holiday? So let's listen to this audio. Let's see, what do they take on holiday? So let me play. Okay. This one.
Unit 5, Recording 3. 1.
These days, we always expect to hear English in tourist areas. Most people working in tourism speak it, but I always want to talk to local people, and many of them don't speak English. So I try to learn a few words of the language, especially please and thank you, and I always take a small dictionary.
2.
I love walking when I go on holiday because I think you see more. So I always take a really good pair of walking boots.
3.
I think a good digital camera is important when you travel. I always seem to take hundreds and hundreds of photos. And I also take binoculars.
4.
When I'm not travelling for work, I usually choose to go to a warm place for my holidays, so I always take a sun hat. But when I go somewhere during the winter or rainy season, I always take waterproof clothes.
5.
I think it's a good idea to buy a really good suitcase, and when you pack, leave enough space for souvenirs. On the other hand, I enjoy traveling in wild places, so quite often I take a rucksack, not a suitcase. If you decide to go walking, a rucksack is much easier to carry.
6.
It's best to avoid carrying too much money because you don't want to look like a rich tourist. Because of this, I always take a money belt on holiday.
7.
I need to write things down to remember them, so I take a notebook and pen.
The last one was really interesting. So, for example, I don't know, you travel somewhere and you want to go to nature and you have your paper and your pen to make some notes. Why? It's like, I don't know, people have different minds about traveling. So, okay, so the first thing, the first person mentioned.
He's mentioned that remember to say please and thank you when you travel.
So of course, so what he needed, so he normally carried a dictionary to try. Do you think is it a good idea? So for example, if of course we have some applications on phones and that's really good that we can use them when translating, you know, one language to another language, but you know, having a dictionary is really essential, you think, when traveling somewhere?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, dictionary. Okay. And about number 2, so do you remember?
She loves working on holiday, so she bring something to be work.
So walking boots.
And work.
Walking boots. So because yeah, she is into walking when actually traveling somewhere. So normally she has her walking boots. So can easily, yeah, of course. You can easily walk. And the next one.
The next one, he's always bring his good digital camera to take hundreds of pictures.
Of course, digital camera. And yeah, I heard binocular. So I heard this one. So binocular. So you know that. Let me show you if I have it. Okay, I think I have this here. Okay, because I remember that I had a photo of it. Yeah. This one. Yeah.
That's one. Not the camera, digital camera.
Digital camera, and you know, I heard something like binoculars, so I'm not sure about it, but I heard this word. So digital camera and binoculars. So yeah, to take photos and, for example, to look at nature easily, to see, I don't know, something like natural places easily. So this one, and the next one.
The next one, I heard that she loves to travel to warm places. So she bring a hat, and if she go in a rainy season, she wear a jacket, light clothes.
Waterproof.
Waterproof clothes.
Waterproof clothes, and yeah, Sean had, you're right. And number 5.
Number 5, the suitcase.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Rucksack, suitcase, yeah, yeah. And the last one, because she didn't like to carry too much cash, so.
Yeah, and the 6 people, she loved to not to bring so much money.
Yeah. So. Money belt is a good idea. So you can hide it. Yeah. Clothes. So of course, money belts. Yeah, most of tourists, they have, when traveling somewhere, because you can't have a bag or something like this to show your money everywhere to take it out. So it's something like easily you can wear money belt and you can hide it behind your clothes. So it's good. Well, yeah. And now, so tell me, we have some items here. So which one for you is really important, you think?
So
None of
yeah, that is my mobile phone and credit card.
Yeah, of course, that's really important. Phone, yeah. And just, you said something. She loves, for example, or she likes not to take money or have money with herself. But here it's better to use would prefer. She would prefer not to carry a lot of cash so that, so I would prefer not to carry a lot of cash. So I have my credit card and my phone. So you can use this grammatical structure. I would prefer not to do something. Yeah, I would prefer not to carry, not to go, not to do. So you can use the structure. Well, and okay, so let's complete. So the rest of it, okay. Do you need to listen again to fill in the blanks?
So it's up to you.
Of course, yes. So we need, yes, let's listen again and fill in the blanks together. Just I wanted to know if you can do it, but no, I think it's better to listen again.
Unit
Get
5.
some details.
Recording 3. 1.
These days, we always expect to hear English in tourist areas. Most people working in tourism speak it, but I always want to talk to local people, and many of them don't speak English. So I try to learn a few words of the language, especially please and thank you, and I always take a small dictionary.
2.
I love walking when I go on holiday because I think you see more. So I always take a really good pair of walking boots.
3.
I think a good digital camera is important when you travel. I always seem to take hundreds and hundreds of photos. And I also take binoculars.
4.
When I'm not travelling for work, I usually choose to go to a warm place for my holidays, so I always take a sun hat. But when I go somewhere during the winter or rainy season, I always take waterproof clothes.
5.
I think it's a good idea to buy a really good suitcase, and when you pack, leave enough space for souvenirs. On the other hand, I enjoy traveling in wild places, so quite often I take a rucksack, not a suitcase. If you decide to go walking, a rucksack is much easier to carry.
6.
It's best to avoid carrying too much money because you don't want to look like a rich tourist. Because of this, I always take a money belt on holiday.
7.
I need to write things down to remember them, so I take a notebook and pen.
Well, so number 1, I try to learn what?
He loves speaking to local people, so he tried to learn a few words like please and thank you.
Perfect. Number 2, she loves.
She loves she loves going outside, so she brings her walking boots.
because she loves walking, so of course she wears walking boots. So of course she loves walking, going outside and walking. And number 3, he takes a lot of
photos.
Very good. Number 4.
She usually spend her holiday in warm places.
Very good. And 5, sometimes traveling. Yeah.
Sometimes he travel in wild places.
Yeah. And the next one, I don't carry too much
money.
Yeah, very good. And I write things down.
I write something down because I like to know them.
Yeah, of course, remember them. I like to remember them. So I like, yeah, I write things because I need to remember them sometimes. So yeah, very good. So I make some notes. Okay, and that's it. Just any questions, any issues related to this part?
So no.
Oh, of course. And thank you for being perfect today. And thank you for actually being a really good progress, because I can see your progress. And every session I can see that you are better than before. And thank you so much.
Wow, I don't think so. I'm trying by myself.
I think so.
By myself, day after day.
Now, I can see your progress day by day, week by week, of course, because, we have one session, just, yeah, every session I can see it, and you are perfect. Thank you so much. And I'm really happy.
Thank you, teacher.
Welcome, my dear. Have a great, fruitful week, and look forward to see you again.
Yeah, thank you. And you too. Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.